சிவபெருமான் கண்டுகளிக்க அண்ட சராசரம் படைத்தாயே, நாடக அரங்கில் மனிதனாய் பிறந்து உன்னருள் பெற்று குண்டலினி எழுந்து, நாடக அரங்கில் மனிதனாய் பிறந்து உன்னருள் பெற்று குண்டலினி எழுந்து, சகஸ்ராரத்தில் சதாசிவனை அடையும் வழி தந்த ஆதிசக்தியே, சகஸ்ராரத்தில் சதாசிவனை அடையும் வழி தந்த ஆதிசக்தியே, ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ, महादेव शिव शंभो, हर हर शिव शिव हर हर शिव शिव महादेव शिव शंभो, महादेव शिव शंभो, आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः, आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः, ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம், ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம். பிழைகள் எல்லாம் மன்னிப்பாய் அம்மா, பிழைகள் எல்லாம் மன்னிப்பாய், பாவங்கள் அனைத்தும் நீ துடைப்பாய், பந்தங்கள் இருந்து விடுதலை தருவாய், தீய சக்திகளை நீ அழிப்பாய், பந்தங்கள் இருந்து விடுதலை தருவாய், தீய சக்திகளை நீ அழிப்பாய், பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய் அம்மா, பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய், சிவ தத்துவத்தை நீ அருளிடுவாய், பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய், சிவ தத்துவத்தை நீ அருளிடுவாய், ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ, மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ, ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ, மகாதேவ माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओ शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयंभो, ओ शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयंभो, ओ शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयंभो, ओ शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयंभो, ओ शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयंभो। हर हर शिव शिव हर हर शिव शिव महादेव शिव शम्भो, महादेव शिव शम्भो। हर हर शिव शिव हर हर शिव शिव महादेव शिव शम्भो, महादेव शिव शम्भो। आदिशक्ति श्री माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। 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 ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். குணம் தந்திடும் வாழ வழி தந்திடும், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். நலம் தந்திடும் கேட்கும் வரம் தந்திடும், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஒரு மந்திரம் அது ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். குணம் தந்திடும் வாழ வழி தந்திடும், குணம் தந்திடும் வாழ வழி தந்திடும், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். நலம் தந்திடும் கேட்கும் வரம் தந்திடும், நலம் தந்திடும் கேட்கும் வரம் தந்திடும், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம், ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம். ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம். சிவபெருமான் கண்டுகளிக்க அண்ட சராசரம் படைத்தாயே, நாடக அரங்கில் மனிதனாய் பிறந்து உன்னருள் பெற்று குண்டலினி எழுந்து நாடக அரங்கில் மனிதனாய் பிறந்து உன்னருள் பெற்று குண்டலினி எழுந்து சகஸ்ராரத்தில் சதாசிவனே அடையும் வழி தந்த ஆதிசக்தியே சகஸ்ராரத்தில் சதாசிவனே அடையும் வழி தந்த ஆதிசக்தியே ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ ஆதிசக்தி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ நிர்மலா தேவி நமோ நமः ஆதிசக்தி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ நிர்மலா தேவி நமோ நமः ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம் ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் பிழைகள் எல்லாம் மன்னிப்பாய் அம்மா பிழைகள் எல்லாம் மன்னிப்பாய் பாவங்கள் அனைத்தும் நீ துடைப்பாய் பந்தங்கள் இருந்து விடுதலை தருவாய் தீய சக்திகளை நீ அழிப்பாய் பந்தங்கள் இருந்து விடுதலை தருவாய் தீய சக்திகளை நீ அழிப்பாய் பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய் அம்மா பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய் சிவ தத்துவத்தை நீ அருளிடுவாய் பக்தர்களை நீ காப்பாய் சிவ தத்துவத்தை நீ அருளிடுவாய் ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ மகாதேவ சிவ சம்போ ஆதிசக்தி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ நிர்மலா தேவி நமோ நமः ஆதிசக்தி ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ நிர்மலா தேவி நமோ நமः ஓ शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो ओ शिव शंभो स्वयंभो ओ शिव शंभो स्वयंभो ओ शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो ओ शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो हर हर शिव शिव हर हर शिव शिव महादेव शिव शंभो महादेव शिव शंभो हर हर शिव शिव हर हर शिव शिव महादेव शिव शंभो महादेव शिव शंभो आदिशक्ति श्री माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः 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 ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம் ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம் குணம் தந்திடும் வாழ வழி தந்திடும் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம் நலம் தந்திடும் கேட்கும் வரம் தந்திடும் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி என்னும் மகாமந்திரம் ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம் ஒரு மந்திரம் அது திருமந்திரம்
Good evening to all the brothers and sisters. So let us start our meditation by bowing to Sri Mataji. We'll raise our Kundalini and put a bandana. So let us say three great Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Ganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Ganesha, we are seeking your blessings. Please destroy all the negativity, all the obstacles for our meditation. Now we'll put attention on our left channel. And we'll say some mantras to destroy the knots of illusion on our left, right, and central channel. One of the major obstacles for our left channel. And we keep our attention away from our spirit and give too much importance to matter and materialism. So here we'll say mantra Shri Brahma Granthi Vipedini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Granthi Vipedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we'll move attention to our right channel and knot of illusion on our right side is that we think that we do something. And that creates our ego. So here we'll say mantra Shri Vishnu Granthi Vipedini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vipedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now I'll put attention on our central channel. In the central channel, another note of illusion is that we are not honest in our seeking. We are not truthful to ourselves. Should put attention on our spirit. get over all the artificial things which frittering our attention away from our spirit. So he will say mantra Shri Rudra Granthi Vipedini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Rudra Granthi Vipedini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. With our attention in Sahasrara, let's meditate for a few minutes. So we'll continue meditation with and listen for some part of Mother's talk from Diwali Puja in London in 1981.
I was protecting, they could not say anything, just went up. And the fellow was saying. Then this lady became a very big, well-known actress in India. She did lots of things. The whole thing then changed. But what I'm saying, that a housewife has to protect. The Lakshmi has to protect. The man who has money must protect. See, they must have people in his ashraya, means in his protection, like servants. You can have servants' families. Some people treat their servants very badly, and they are very ill-treated, and that's not the way everyone used to be. Or anybody, say some students are staying in the house, or some children are staying, you have some people in the house like lodgers, you can say, or Sahajogis now staying, say, with people who are to be looked after, with women. They have to protect always. from others. That is the job of a Lakshmi. The mother has to protect her children. Whatever may be the wrong with the children, but she has to protect her children against all the rest of the things. Of course, not in wrong things. I mean, she should not tell. I mean, always I have to tell the other side of it, because you might say that my child has gone and beaten somebody else. So that's not good. That is not protection. What I'm saying, if the children are under any peril or any trouble, it is the Lakshmi who has to protect. This is the job of the Graha Lakshmi. Right side is the Raja Lakshmi. The Raja Lakshmi is the, we can say, the queen of a place. Now here the queen and king is one. But what I'm saying, where the king and the queen are two different, then the queen of the thing has to have that dignity. Thank God our queen is quite a Raja Lakshmi, I must say. I'm very happy with her. She has that dignity and she has that sense, and she's a sweet lady. And she's really a good person. Thank God you have a good lady, and Diana also is another realized soul who is coming now, will be another blessing for it. So it is her well-being. See, her, I should say, the essence of well-being permeates that peace, that happiness, and that good thing. If supposing a man is a president is there, and his wife is a very funny woman, like this Kennedy's wife was, there can never be peace, neither in the society nor, because wherever she'll go, she'll create a problem. She'll go to a society, she being the first lady, everybody will try to follow her. You see, here also, you know that when Queen Elizabeth had some sort of a problem on her neck, she had some sort of a patch or something. So she started using a collar, and everybody had that Elizabethan collar, you see, all this thing, like whatever problem, say, Victoria had and she made a dress, others had to wear the same types of dress. So all the collective patterns and fashions and all those things come through this first lady. So the first lady is the Raja Lakshmi. And one has to respect that Raja Lakshmi as the woman, the queen. Now, for example, this country is already cursed because 7 queens were killed in this country. I mean, already cursed, I must say. It's a horrible thing. I mean, how did people allow any one king to be doing that? 7 of them is too much. It's already a curse. So this kind of a thing is, we can go to a point, these things. At the most you can arrest, or at the most, I mean, these are not, of course, good women. I was telling you about those who are like that. For example, Mao's wife, they thought was not so good and all that. But one should not humiliate, because if you humiliate them, then you are humiliating that principle of Raja Lakshmi. And then to put them to prison and then to kill them like this and wash their dirty linens on the street, means there's no dignity at all about it. See? So we have to keep the dignity, the serenity of a Raja Lakshmi. And that Raja Lakshmi is very important for India, because we are missing in Raja Lakshmi nowadays. And that Raja Lakshmi comes through the activity of the people. And if you are inactive, Raja Lakshmi will go down. So we come to the point that we have to be active. We have to be active, producing more wealth. You see, not like taking out the wealth from here, putting to something else, but we should produce more wealth. How do you produce more wealth? We should see that. By changing forms, by anything, we should get to it that we should produce more wealth. For example, if Sahajogi thinks that, all right, I'm not going to work and I'm going to sit at home and I'm just going to be a sort of a dishwasher, that's not the way. Sahajogis have not only to work, but to work according to their deserving. Apart from that, they should improve. Like you see somebody, oh, I'm all right, I can paint a little bit, but if it comes to something better painting, then I think I'll have to get somebody else. That means at least you don't know even paint. You have to, in activity, you must know that you must perfect a profession. All the Sahajogis must have a profession which is perfected. It's not like this that I'm just a waster. All right, accepted the situation, I'm a waster, sitting like a waster, and doing no activity, only then the problems like the ones we had come up, that you start earning money out of women or do sort of useless things like swindling and telling stories, taking out money. So wasters are not allowed in surgery. Anybody who tries to be a waster will be thrown out. Never justify your inefficiency, inadequacy or incompetence. You have to be first-class competent people in every respect. There should be no diffidence in you. If there is diffidence, you are no good for surgery. So, not that you should get after the money, but Rajalakshmi. Means there should be complete activity of your complete manifestation of all your qualities. Try to improve. Try to improve. That doesn't mean you run a rat race like a madcap, nothing of Sahaja Yoga. Not that. It doesn't mean that. I have to warn you there. But you should not be just a waster, that you don't have 2 pounds here and you do like a beggar you are moving about. This is not possible. Try to improve your conditions. Try to improve your technique. Try to improve your competence and understanding of the whole subject. Whatever you take up this or that, get it to it and work it out, sort it out. You should become. You can do it with surgery. This is one of the big problems we have of surgery. Do you know that? One of the biggest problems. Because nobody is impressed by it. Nobody is impressed. They think some loonies have gathered around me. Nobody is impressed. Everybody looks like a confused personality is walking like this. They think that mother must have mesmerized them. And they are all moving like a wave to this and that. So today, on a Diwali, we have to say that we become more competent, experts in whatever we are doing. We have to be people with impression. Now, what impresses people in this world? Only 2 things. Either in the beginning, in superficiality, only 2 things can impress in superficiality. Because firstly they are superficial. When they will see us, they will see our superficial. First they will see, what are you? I mean, if you look like a drunkard, nobody is going to follow. If you look like a hippie, nobody is going to follow. Nobody has any faith in hippies, I must tell you very frankly, anymore. It's an individual system. You cannot be leaders. If you have to be leaders, you are not to be hippies at all. Which hippie has been a leader so far, you tell me? Of course, this thing is dying out. This thing is dying out. We should think about it seriously. That this hippism was just a craze, is dying out. Then another craze came in, dying out. That another craze, we are not crazy people. We should know our goal, how we are. We have to impress people. Now only we can impress them superficially, because in the beginning people just see superficial. So the first thing is that we should be such that we should have competence. We should say, for example, if you have to make speech, you should know how to make speech. Now people, when they speak, either they cannot impress or they go on like mad, they put down their heads and say something. That's not the way. You must practice it. Go to the sea, go anywhere in the open, say loudly. You can go, say, for example, to you've got Hyde Park. And say loudly what you have to say. Say loud. Practice it. Say how you practice it. Overcome your difference. Do not enjoy your difference. It's not the way. Now, no more time left for that kind of thing. Because, you see, there is no impression of people on others. They are not impressed by it. You see, with me, whatever is impressed is all right, but you have to become the guru, you have to become the leader. And the impression should be on people that you are people who are smart at it, you know the job, you know how to speak, how to present Sahaja Yoga, and do it in a way that's congenial, loving, affectionate, and not like a volcanic stuff also sometimes. You see, people get very volcanic with others, that also. With complete poise and self-control. Self-control. This is only achieved through self-discipline. You must discipline yourself. And do not waste yourself. Must have self-esteem. This is one of the biggest lacking in Sahaja Yoga today. There's no impression on people. And this is what one has to do when you're dressing up, how you talk to people, how you behave. That's very important in the outside. But inside, if there is all the time, you harp upon it, oh, I can't do it, this is not for me, this much I can do, then you have not been kind to yourself and to anyone. So come up to it. I would say everybody must come up to it. And forget those days of taking to drugs and sitting down. Whom are you going to impress with the drugs? Tell me. The another thing that impresses people is hypocrisy, which we cannot take. If you are a hypocrite, if you wear a Bhagavad dress, have a chillum in the hand, and go around, and you say, oh, I am chosen by God, go and sing that way. That you can't do. So the whole thing is, both the things, the nadis, are for our well-being, which is manifested outside as well. I mean, it's all right. We should have a good hotel to live in. All right, given. Have you got the eliteness of living in a hotel? But put a question to it. You ask for a hotel, you have got a hotel, all right? Have you got that eliteness, or how are you behaving? Just think of it. In this hotel, supposing somebody has to live, for example, XYZ, he will have a particular type of eliteness, isn't it? Even sometimes I find the bags you carry are so dirty, filthy, dented, holes in it. Somebody might think that somebody is running away from this hotel, something is taking it. The rags and things should be given up and thrown away. Now I hope there is one word like throw, which is not used. I'm sitting down, I've never come up to see anything. But the throw part of it is left. Throw away all nonsensical things like rags and other things which you think is very good looking, but is not. Please throw it away. See, for example, some of sweaters and blankets and things that people carry are horrible. Color should be smart. Everything should be smart. You should not look a rugged person. I mean, how are you in Raja Lakshmi state? One has to see that Raja Lakshmi is standing. You see, there is no need to show that we are beggars. That's only good for the people who are hypocrites, not for us. You see, beggars are normally not beggars. They are hypocrites. So they beg. They earn money. In India, you will be surprised, some of the beggars have got huge big buildings on Marine Drive. They own it. And still their profession is begging. So they are not really beggars. They are hypocrites. You see? They make money like that. So why should we be dressed up like that? Moreover, if you dress up like that, the other side will follow, and that is the bhoot. That will sit on you. Because they want bhutish people to look at you. See, they won't sit on a person who is properly dressed, who has got properly done his hair and who is taking bath and all that. They like filth, they like dirt, they like dirty smell. And if you have all these things in you, they will be just on top of your head walking with you wherever you go. They like such things. You see, like you put something filthy, you will find all the flies come down there. See, simple thing. Anything you put filthy, there will be all the worms getting inside that. It's like that. So the way you are, that's how it works. So for your Raja Lakshmi, for your Graha Lakshmi, it is important that you should have self-control in your behavior, how you talk. When you talk, if you talk like a cheap person, or like a person who is dosed with something, then nobody is going to be impressed. How you behave is very important. How you sit, how you talk. The other day, Nima, you see, they asked Nima to speak, and Nima has never spoken, she is quite nervous. But the God said, you should tell us about our defects. And she said, really something very sensible. she said that I have so many defects and we Indians all have defects, but what I find about you people is that before mother, when you behave, the protocol is missing. You take her for granted. It's all right, she's Mahamaya and all. But there also, what she said, that for us, it's just like a setting we had, that this is the goddess, the tradition of goddess is there. And we found out that like a diamond, we put her in the setting. So it's just done. We have no problem. But sometimes I find the way people walk before her, just like horses, the way they talk, and all those things are surprising. Their behavior is surprising. I can't understand how you can do it when you know she's the goddess. Of course she is. So, in that case, I would say once this Rajalakshmi business comes up, then you will understand the respect. Because once you respect yourself, you start respecting others also. And that you are all saints. You have to respect each other in the same way. You should really call each other. I mean, if it is in Hindi language, I would say you should call thou, because we say to people, please be seated. It's a great respect of each other. It will impress others. Instead of that, in the program, you find somebody slapping each other, holding each other's hair, and shouting. What will they think? What saints? From where these new type of saints have come? Saints have to respect each other. They come to your house, you offer them some nice food to sit down. You must see how the saints respect the saints. And that respect should be there among yourselves, the oneness, the understanding. Without respect, you cannot have any rapport. And to have a rapport, there should be equal level of understanding. That as I want respect, others must be respected. You should be respectful and to be respected. Both things should be done. This is the Lakshmi thing. And today now, the light. The light is there. Light is a very important thing. From the very beginning, you see, when a man discovered the fire was used in the Grahalakshmi state, where the food was cooked, and the fire cooked the food, and was used. You see, the warmth of the mother, you see, was shown through that hearth that she used in the house to warm up her children, to give them food and all that stage. Then it became, in any collective thing, it is expressed as light. You see, if you have to celebrate, say, your Republic Day or your Independence Day, we put the lights on. Or we have fireworks. To express ourselves that way, is in the Rajalakshmi. Now the Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi is the evolutionary state. In the evolutionary state, when the evolutionary state starts, then the Mahalakshmi starts asserting herself. And that comes when your well-being is established. I mean, if you are still worried as to how to get a cup of tea for yourself, you cannot get to Mahalakshmi. So once that is a little bit established and you feel that peace within yourself and that dignity, then the Mahalakshmi power starts acting on you. And the Mahalakshmi power is that it really makes you the light. You have now become the light. You don't have to have any light. You are the light. When you go anywhere, when people see you, they take guidance from you. They use you as a torch which guides them. They will come and consult you and ask you how to go. It is you who are the light. So this is what it is. One has to know that Mahalakshmi Tattva is represented here as the light. And you see these lights when enlightened. Even a small light, how it reacts and how it. And now you have become the light. Even this light can do it. You see, I put my hand to it and it recognizes and moves on. Because it is now enlightened. It is put before the photograph, it's enlightened, it works that way. Now what about you? You are the light now. You are the Diwali for God. Diwali means the rose of light. So you are going to make this beautiful mansion of God full of Diwali light. You have entered into the kingdom of God. And you have to enlighten. So you are the decoration of God. On one side, you are the glory of God, and also on the other side, you are the guidelines. You are like the torches. You can say you are like the, what do you call them, which are used by ships, those. Lighthouse. You have to become lighthouses, so that people see you. You stand out, a light like that. And for that, you have to have self-discipline. Put your willpower. Put it. Willpower. Put it down. How can I not do it? Now, in this place, I'm going to start, in say 2-3 days after Diwali, a morning session. Say about, we can start about 5 o'clock every morning or 5:30 every morning. You have to have your bath before coming here. Say 5:30 or 5 o'clock. Will that be all right? Your mother gets up at 4:30, whatever may happen. You have to change your habits. You have to get up in the morning. You know, by getting up in the morning, you finish up so much of work. Because in the night, what do you do? Wait, gossip. That's your time. But if you say that tonight let me sleep late and tomorrow I'll get up early, you'll never. First get up early, then you'll sleep early. The other way around. You see, you have to see your mind how it works. So get up in the morning, have your bath, and sit down for meditation. It's quite a warm room. So have your nice hot bath, sit down for your meditation for about an hour or so, meditate. You'll feel so nice. After some time you cannot sleep after 4:30. Now look at my system. I mean, whether I am in America or whether I am in India and when I get up at 4:30. How do I manage? I have no watch, nothing like that. I just get up at 4:30. I've tuned myself to the sun. You are tuned more to the moon. I have tuned myself to the sun. When the sun comes at this angle, I have to get up, because that is the time the vibrations have to flow. All over the world, at 4:30 in the morning, all the vibrations, the best time, flow, in the purest form. And that's why all the spheres get up very early, have their baths, and sit down for meditation. It's too much, I know, especially for Englishmen. But you have to train up. You will do it, you'll like it. If you do it like a festival. See, today is a festival day, let us get up and have a nice bath and have a nice soap, you see, perfumed one and nice things. You enjoy it. Bath should be a ritual. But should not be all the time. As I see ladies sitting there quite happy. Like Indians also, they bathe too much. That is not necessary. Too much not, but one. And then
So let us meditate now in silence. Mother, please come into my heart. Take your seat in my Sahasrara. Let us put our enlightened attention on the situation in Iran. Mother, please protect all the Sahaji yogis and innocent people in Iran. And second, we can put our attention on continued war between Ukraine and Russia. Mother, please destroy all the negativity that is causing this war. Mother, please remove all the hatred from people's hearts. We know it's in Sahaja Yoga, it will not work any other way. If we have hate in our heart, it will just not work. So Mother, please fill the people's hearts with love. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us say the third Mahamantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So we can all together raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhana. Jai Shri Mataji. Enjoy everyone the rest of the evening, and yeah, don't forget about self-discipline. बहुत श्रीमान श्री was telling. Okay, Jai Shri Mataji, bye.